Hello and welcome to this series SQL Lead Code. In the previous two parts, we have seen the basics of joins and also aggregate functions. Today, we will be deep diving into this Windows functions and see how these window functions can help to solve a lot of problems. Consider this table store. We have this ID, category, product name, item available and the price per item. This is the table which we have used in our previous video as well. Now what we need to find the sum of the item available per category. Like what are the item available in the furniture, total items. So it's like 15. In the electronics, it's like 70. So you would say, Anil, this is very simple. What we could do, why we need Windows function here, we could simply say select star from store, group by, and just to group by on category, and give me a category and sum of items available as total items per category. You could clearly say like this, and if we run, this is what really we want, which we have got nicely here. But the problem here it is that we have lost the information of ID column, items available as well. We cannot show here with the help of grouping by and then put a sum. This could be solved easily with the help of Windows functions. So let's see what's the window function is, and today we are going to just talk about the sum window function. Now what I really want is like I want another column here which just say for these two rows it should just say total items available are 15 and 15. For the electronics, there should be a column which just says 70 and 70. For the clothing, we have only 60, so 60 only. Oh, electronics will be like 3 here. I will say for each row, the column should indicate 70 plus 80, 150. Let's write now our window sum function. Select star from store. We are not going to do group by here. Instead, we are going to do a sum operation after the star so that the column comes in the very end. We use sum items available because I need to add these value. Now I need to provide the grouping clause here. How we provide the grouping clause? We use over and then we do this. As soon as you write this over clause, it means we are in the Windows function. Why we call Windows? Because we are now dividing our table into windows, like electronic window, like furniture window, like clothing window, and we define how we have to define the windows. Basically, we need to tell the grouping clause. We define here like this, partition by, and I say I need to define my window based on the category partition. So I will say category, and that it is. I will just say sum of items per category. And if I run this, let's see what's the result of this. See, we have this new column now, and if I just look into this electronics part, see the sum is now 150. How this 150 has come? Because of 50 plus 20 plus 80. The clothing is 160. The furniture is 15 and the toy is 50. Suppose I do not provide any partition by clause. I just write like this only. Now the whole of the table is the window itself. And I will get the sum of nearly all the items here now. Let's see. See, if I just add everything here, it will come out to be 475. And now the window is exactly the whole table. It's like the whole this table. And that's why it is everything is 475. We have not divided into categories. Okay, one more thing which we need to consider here is sometimes what I really want now I want, as soon as the electronic items are entered into this table, I want to calculate the running count of this item available. Like the first row based on the ID, like the first row of electronics should give me 50, then the second row of electronics should give me 70, and the third row of electronics should give me 150. As soon as the items under the electronics are added, I am giving you a running count of the items available under that category. We can do this even with the help of these window functions, which we cannot do with the group by and sum. How we could do the same thing, partition by category, but now I need to provide an order in which the running sums needs to be calculated. I will say order by ID ascending, because as soon as a new element is added, the ID will always be greater than the previous ID. If I run this and check the result, see, let's talk about this clue thing first. Initially it was 100. When actually how this is working, first of all, this is in this row, this window is this much, but initially the frame of the window is only the one row of the clothing and it has said 100. As soon as the next element is there in the clothing based on the ID ascending, the window will now become this, both these two rows, and it will sum both these two rows. Let's consider this for the electronics. First, the window is only this much. Then, because the window initially the size was 1, so 50-50, then the size becomes 2 based on the ascending order of the ID. It becomes 50 plus 20, 70. When the third row was added, it just add 80 in the 70 and become 150. We call this the running sum. I hope that you got the gist here. This is all about the sum window function, and if you like this video, please subscribe and please share this video with all your friends who love SQL and who are preparing for the SQL interview, because we are going to solve a lot of lead code questions in the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.